Good afternoon, peeps. It is afternoon. We've had so much rain today. So I'm sort of inside but outside. So I don't know how the light's going to work, and I'm in the front of my garden, so unfortunately not so many beautiful birds, but and also car noise. However, so be it. I have had Saturday was my last day of teaching for 2024, and it was a goodie. We had so much fun, ate way too much, laughed so much. I've had a good year. I've had a very, very good and productive year teaching. Before I start, I have finished my Christmas stockings I'm going to pan out, and hopefully I'll remember to zoom back in again. So the Christmas stocking looks a bit of an odd shape, but anyway, so as you know, this was a project that I sort of thought of putting it in my fourth book, and then it didn't make it there, and I needed to make some Christmas stockings, so it turned into that, which I'm actually very happy about. So that's my daughter's partner. And then for my daughter Button, I made some beautiful gum nuts. Look at this little shiny on some ticking. And you know me, I love a gum nut. There's a real gum nut. And that's my gum nut. Anyway, so I'm very happy with those, actually, you know. I'm happy. Before I go, let me see if I can zoom back in, close game. All right. So when my son got married, every year I made them a Christmas decoration ornament for their Christmas tree. And this year I've been a bit slow about doing it. So I'm going to quickly, not horribly, but I'm going to make one, and I'm going to do it with a silk ribbon embroidery. And because everybody wants to know what I use, and I get so many questions, so let's start with, I'm going to be using a piece of felt, and all I have done is I've marked a heart shape, and then I've just run a tacking stitch all the way around. I haven't cut it out on that exact line because this might mutate and lose shape, so I'll leave it like that, and then when I've embroidered and everything else, then I'll re-look at that shape. And I'm going to put on some crinkle silk organza on top of it, just to soften it, because the felt is quite heavy and dense. And the threads I am going to be using, obviously because it's Christmas, I'm going with that, and my favorite, and the reds are from the red pack. So you can see there's all sorts of threads in there with some sequins and twisted silks in there, so that's great. That's the red, and once again the evergreen pack that I'm going to be using for my greens. All right, so the first thing that I need to do for me is I'm going to just kind of crinkle this up a little bit and get this stabilized before I can start doing some silk ribbon embroidery. My Mashana. Oh, sorry. Thank goodness I have a ring cutter on the thingy. Okay. I think I have caught COVID. Not feeling too great. One of my students came to my class at the week and then messaged me the next day to say that she had been tested positive for COVID. So I'll just have to see how I go. Give you a little bit of an extra one over here. That's one nice thing about this crinkle silk organza. It does kind of give and stretch a little bit. The little anchoring knot. There we go. Now we can just go. So, done. I didn't think you needed to watch me do that, so I completed it. Now, I'm going to go really old school silk ribbon embroidery here. Really from the sort of 80s and 90s. I'm going to keep it very, very simple and precious and, pretty. Now, so what I'm going to do is, let's have a look here. I'm going to do a spiderweb rose, which I'm sure you all know how to do, so this isn't going to be anything new. I'm going to be doing a spiderweb rose over there, and so, there's in this book over here, Foolproof Crazy Quilting, I do a lot of them because they're just so lovely and they just fill up an area. Okay, so what you need for a spider web rose is we're going to use a 7mm silk ribbon, which I'm going to use obviously the red in this case for my Christmas doobie, and I am going to give that a press, and I'm also going to have on another needle a single strand of stranded cotton. All right, so there we have a nice healthy juicy knot on the end, and I'm quickly going to go over and press. Oh, I don't need to actually, that silk ribbon does not need to be pressed. It looks really good, so I'm going to just keep that as is. All right. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to make 5 spokes to this wheel. Now, it might not show up as well in this, but I'm going to still do it. Apologies. While I was doing this video of doing my little spokes, I went right out of frame. So now I just need to show you how to do it. So just do 5 spokes. I do a Y shape, and then I come in and do the other on the other side. Now, I really advise you not to do a fly stitch for this. Quite a few books tell you to, but I'm going to advise you not to, because it doesn't make for a secure center. So rather just do, you know, like I have just done. It's much easier anyway. They try and get them as even as possible, but they don't really have to be. And try and have a nice big healthy knot to start, and also a nice big healthy knot to end off, because you are going to be weaving all that ribbon through. So yeah, just remember that. So that's why this video is in, because I went right off camera. Okay, sorry about this little piece of, okay. And the size of your spokes determines the size of your rose. So, and they need to be equally, they need to be sort of the same size, and they need to be evenly spaced. And now I'm going to use the silk ribbon. So turn this now. Okay. All right. So now I have to use a chenille needle, because remember I'm doing silk ribbon embroidery. Sorry about the car noise. So I have to use a chenille needle for this. It's a lovely short needle, as you know, and the eye is the same size as the shaft. So I'm going to simply thread it through there, go through the top, pull her down, form a circle, and take a little stitch. Okay. And pull her through. Beautiful. That's called a soft knot. I'm going to come up. I'm sure you've done these. I'm sure you've all done them and seen them done many times, but because I'm doing it, I'll talk you through it. I'm going to twist my ribbon slightly, not too much, not too little, and I am from now on going to use the back of my needle just so that I don't catch the what do you call it, the fabric. Yes, my neighbor's little boy or child is definitely playing basketball. And all you're going to be doing is weaving over, under, over, and gently pulling it through, and also pull your ribbon out of the work in the direction you want it to lie. Now, in the early stages, this might be a little bit stiff, but the ribbon will eventually settle, and then you can just kind of enjoy it. I'm going to discourage you from, you know, trying to manipulate it with your finger, people. Just let the ribbon do its own thing, and making sure that there is a little bit of twist in this ribbon. Now, the organza is causing it to kind of grip a little bit, and I've just told you not to use your finger. The reason why I had to use my finger there is because I did lose some of my twist. So all I'm going to go is over, under, over. Using the back of your needle. Soft hands, don't manipulate it. There's a lot, too much twist happening there. but I'm just going to leave it because I think it might sort itself out. It's very humid here. This is affecting this ribbon. Come on, come on, come on. I do. Oh dear. Have I missed? I have gone over 2 there. I think I need to go and get my other glasses on, Peeps. I've got the wrong glasses on. There you go. Soft hands. And before you know it, I need some more twist on here. I've got a little bit of a beautiful rose happening. Sorry. Have I gone over 2 there? Oh, there's actually a bigger gap there, which I didn't do a very good job there. Twist some more, Jennifer. I cannot for the life of me see properly. That's over. This is going to be under. I'm nearly done. Oh, it needs to be pulled a little bit more. This organza is just making the ribbon stick to it, so I've just got to be a little bit careful, cautious. And before you know it, you've got a beautiful, beautiful rose. All right, hold on, I'm just going to go and get my glasses. Okay, so I think I've got the right glasses on now. Now you can see that I have come to the end of my rose. I've got to get this thread through to the back, the silk ribbon, but honestly, please, please, at this point, can you please be so careful to not catch any of this ribbon as you're pulling through. You will be so unhappy because the whole rose will land up on the other side of your work through this felt. There you go. Now, and there you have your beautiful rose. I am going to bead that rose. I'm going to put some gold beads in, but for the moment. Now, when I switch my camera off, I realize that perhaps my rose is a little bit too high up, but I'm not going to stress too much. Now, I do have a little bit of thread left over, and what will be quite nice is if on this side over here, I have a little bud, a little rose bud. So I'm going to come up and I'm going to do this tiniest little lazy daisy. Now, because I am using it, this silk ribbon is very fat, I have to make sure that this lazy daisy is not, I don't take a big bite of my fabric because it's going to be too big. So there is my little bud that's going to happen. All right, so don't worry about her. She'll be sorted out pretty soon. All right, now thoughts. I think that I need to do another ribbon, another rose, either kind of here. Let's just, oh, I wonder what I should do. I think what I should do is do the leaves on this and finish her in all her glory and then decide. So I'm going to go back to this color. You know my favorite color. And I have to use a chenille needle for this. And I really, really, really should press this ribbon. But I won't. All right, once again, thread it normally, how you normally do it. What if I'm too close? That's why I'm battling today. All right. So now, I want to do tiny little leaves on the side to make it look like a little calyx, like a little bud. So come out at the bottom of your little bud. Splay your bottom gently, gently, and then just do a ribbon stitch on the one side of her. Wow. sure you're not going through any ribbon at the back. I can feel, so just please don't do that, because honestly, your beautiful rose will just disappear. How's that? Little bud. So now I need to do some leaves. So I'm going to come out on this side. Actually, let's see if that's there. Maybe I should do my rose over here. My one leaf here. It's a lazy daisy. This time I'm going to make it slightly bigger. And I think she needs another one, Peeps. So I'm just going to come up over next to her and do another one here. Only because I don't know why. Just feeling it in my bones. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now, remember, I am going to be putting, I wonder if I should just add everything on. I'm going to be a good girl. I'm going to work the way I normally work. Right, I'm going to get some threads now. It's already looking lovely. In your green pack, your evergreen pack, you will always get this color. My favorite color, it's a Pearl number 8. And this is going to work really beautifully. You see what I did on this, whoever buys this. All I do is I cut the bottom. I keep it on here. Cut the bottom, and then all I have to do is come to this side and pull it out. Now, when you do your first time, it's a little bit tight, but it loosens up. Okay, there you go. Okay. Ooh, it's looking good. I should have actually bought all my beads out as well. Okay, so now I need to connect this little bud over here, which is going to have a gold bead in. It's going to have the same color bead that's in the center here on there, but I need to connect it somehow. So all I'll do is I'll do some straight stitches to connect her. I wonder if COVID, oh, that's not very good, Jennifer, affects your vision. My eyes are strange. The light outside is always so beautiful. I can see it so clearly. Let's do another one here. She kind of wants to veer off at a tangent over here. I will let her, because that's what she wants to do. Wow, really getting vicious out there with his ball. I think he must be playing soccer or something. I think we should give these tiny little lazy daisies. Remember, I'm going old school here. I'm just making it very pretty and simple. I'm not getting carried away like I would like to, like I always do. So in this pack, you get all sorts of different color reds and threads and whatever. However, in that pack there's a beautiful hot pink. And while it's not really, traditionally Christmassy, I am going to use it because I think it's going to throw just throw a little bit of light and joy and happiness as opposed to the other one. Okay, here we go again. Next rows. So I think I'm going to come in a fraction over here. Let's have a little bit lower down. Yeah, let's go. It's quite difficult to gauge with the crinkled fabric. I hope the light in this where I'm sitting is okay. Yes, it's going to start raining again. When I went for a walk last night, I got caught in quite a heavy downpour. But it's not a cyclone, so it's fine. Yep, okay. Back to your chenille needle, because you're working with silk. Thread her, cut her. Oh, let's go. Twist. Oh, Candy, I feel so bad. I didn't know that you had ordered a book, and my husband is so quick. So I went out and your order came in, and he had posted it by the time I got back, and I wanted to send you a little message or a card or say something in the book, and he had already sent it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've got this husband who's he just wanted to get it out, as soon as possible in the first post. Oh, anyway, just know that my intentions were good. You've got the crazy book, didn't you? Yes, you did. So you'll be able to do one of these. Yes, I like the pink. I think it's fun. Soft hands, a little bit of a gentle twist. Now, obviously, this rose, you can do the same rose with wool or stranded cotton. The only difference being is that it won't be as bouffant as this. And you'll have to do quite a few more rounds. As I said, silk ribbon for me is instant gratification. I've asked my friend Jane to do something for me, and I'm quite excited to make another kind of book that I can do like a journal thing. Okay, so go to the back. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Sorry, I shouldn't fuss, but I am fussing. I'll put my bud down here somewhere. Up we come. Down we go. Another car. There's my little bud there. Perfect. End this off. You know what I think I'm going to do now? think I'm going to do a little see, I love the way how this is a bit heavy, but I'll do something over there with that. Couch her down. Okay, let's give her some leaves. It's coming together nicely. Thank goodness for the edit button, because I can shorten this. You don't have to see me. You don't have to sit here for hours. I wonder if you should come this way. Yep. You go this way. She's opened up on me, that little bud, but I'm not really stressed. I should have pressed this ribbon. I really should have. Let me see if I can just get it going here. I just can't find the right place today for the needle to come out. It's all happening here. Maybe it's because I'm sitting in a different place and videoing in a different place. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, that breeze is divine. Okay. And I think I'm going to come out. Just don't know where to do my leaves, because now what I've done is I've had that too heavy. And then if I come out over here, it's so predictable. So no, I'm not going to add any big leaves there. She can have no leaves, that little rose. Sorry, Rose. Okay, hit me. Right. Let us do some beads. So we'll come up in the middle over here. Grab a bead. Go down. Now, the problem I have is that there's two of everything happening here. There's only two roses and there's only two little bud things. So I'm going to have to find out how to sort that issue out. I might come up and do another red bud there. But let me just do this quickly, Jennifer. Stay present. Don't jump ahead. Just do what you've got to do, and then it'll speak to you. One more in there. All right. Excellent. So first thing we've got to do is we've got to join this to this, and then give her some leaves and things, and then see how I can eliminate the situation with the buds. I tell you, I'm getting such a headache. I'm I suppose that's just a COVID. It's just a virus after all, is it not? I'm so glad I'm getting it now and not when my family's here. This video is running out of time. I just want to put another one there. Sorry. I get so carried away that I forget where the camera is. I suppose I should be talking, hey, nattering. I don't really feel like it. This felt is awful. It's a wool felt, so it's not acrylic, so but it's still, it's not that beautiful hand dyed one that it's just your needle just glides through, you know. Don't worry, I know I'm squashing my little bud there, but she'll come up in time once I've finished doing my little leaf. I'll do another one over here. As I said, it's going to be nice and old school. You're not. Yes. All right. So I've now got to figure out where this little thing's going to come from. If I come around here, because you see there's lots of space up there, isn't there? So if I make my little thing up there, and then maybe one of those little buds can go there. And then another one there. Yes, 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 yes. All right, here I go. Going off here. Because there's so much negative space at the top there. Well, there you have it, peeps. I have finished it. I added one over there. I put another little whatever bud there. I think something needs to go there, so I might just put some twigs out. But once the whole thing is turned into a heart, I think it's going to be very beautiful. But I do think that there is a negative space happening there. So that's what I will do, and I will put it together. And so there you go. Once again, thank you so much for your time. And for those of you who messaged me and said, is everything okay? Yes, everything was fine, and thank you very much. It was just that there was a bit of, you know, rainy weather about, and I couldn't really sit outside, and I did work. Yeah, I was working on something. Let me see if I can find it. Well, one moment. I'll show you quickly what I was working on in my morning, my daily stitching. So, you know, in my flower book, in the how-to section, I had to do samples. I had to do that, stage 1, and then stage 2, and then 3, and then finally 4. So what I had these samples, and so what I did is, because I needed something to do, and I simply got that one there, and I sort of got busy. And I turned it on. Let me see if I can pan out a little bit. You see, it's, the hoops is still, I should take the hoop out of my look much better. Sorry, losing my words. So it sort of looked like that. And then I turned it into that, just with a few little extra stitches. And the stitches that I used to add on here were actually from the Freeform embroidery book. But anyway, so that's what I have been working on. And yeah, so there you go. I'm going to, I'll leave you and pack up everything. I think that's going to be lovely once I've put it all together. And yeah, so there you go. Thank you so much for your time once again. Oh, by the way, it was me, Jenny Clouston. I didn't say that earlier, I think. Thank you so much for the time, and sorry about the noise of the car and blah, blah, blah. See you next time. Bye for now.